everyone. Welcome to lesson number 1 of Trade with Jane. First of all, congratulations for your decision. Congratulations for taking this step, okay, to start learning how to trade, to start learning things that will change your financial destiny, okay? The first thing that I want to tell you is this is only for forex, okay? There are other ones with other colors that you're going to see in the channel that, focus on other things, okay? Crypto, stocks, etc., etc., etc. Okay? On this one, only forex. So what is forex? Forex stands for foreign exchange. Foreign exchange. Okay? So you can see the highlighted parts of the words there. And who participates in the foreign exchange market? Government, commercial banks, central banks, investment funds, corporations, and us, traders. Okay? Us, the traders, also participate in the foreign exchange market, but we are small fishes in this huge ocean. Okay? Then what what do we do in the foreign exchange market? What is exchanged? Yes, it's a foreign exchange, but a foreign exchange of what? Of currencies. Of currencies like euro, dollar, yen, rand, etc. So here you have the major pairs and you have the minor pairs, but you also have the exotic pairs. The major pairs are the ones that of big economies that are against the dollar, like euro dollar, pound dollar, etc., etc., etc. Okay? Then the minor currencies are the ones of other big economies, but that exclude the dollar, which is euro pound, pound yen, etc., etc., etc. So you can see the examples of pairs there. Then you have the exotic pairs that include these major currencies versus the currencies of emerging economies. Major currencies versus the currencies of emerging currencies, which means that you're going to have, for example, dollar and rand. Rand from South Africa. Okay? Euro rand is an example. Okay? For example, let me give you an example, very simple that you can relate. Let's see you are in Mozambique. You are in Mozambique and you have meticais. Okay? When you go to an exchange corner or counter, what do? You go there and you want to buy dollars, obviously, because dollars are accepted everywhere, right? Let's say I'm leaving Mozambique and I'm going to China. But before I land in China, I'll pass by some other place, okay? So I'll pass by India for some reason, okay? From Mozambique to India, I need to exchange meticais to rupees, right? The exchange rate between metical and rupees is the exchange tax that you're going to pay for that. Because you cannot have 1-for-1. You have a difference, right? And this difference depends on the supply and demand of that specific currency. For example, $1 equals 64.52 meticais now at the bank, okay? So, which means that there is a lower demand for meticais than there is for dollar. $1 equals 3.68 dirhams, which means that there is a higher demand for dollar than there is for dirham. But when you compare to euro, it's different, right? There is higher demand for euros than there is for dirham, than there is for dollar, than there is for all of these things. I'm talking about today. This can change at any moment. Why? Because supply and demand changes depending on the needs of people. Okay? So you need to understand this. Then, when do you operate on the market? When do you enter the market? what are the market sessions that you and I can operate on. We have the London session, we have the New York session, and we have the Asian session. Why do we call it London, New York, and Asian? Because you have different markets, okay? As you can see here, you have the European market, the London market, because London or the UK is not part of the, you remember Brexit, right? Okay, I hope you do. The US market, the Australian market, the Japanese market. Okay, let's remember that Australia is in another continent called Oceania. Okay, this is another continent. Okay, so European market opens at GMT 7 a.m. and closes at GMT 3 p.m. But London market opens at 8 a.m. and closes at 4 p.m. So you need to know, according to your GMT time zone, what is the time that this market will open and what is the time that it will close. Okay, I am living in Dubai. I operate the Asian market by choice because I like it, because I prefer it, because it's the one that works for me. You can operate any market that you want, any, as long as you understand what usually happens at that specific market session for the specific pair of currencies that you are operating on. Okay, this is something that we are going to see throughout the lessons. If you want to see it properly, here, take a screenshot if you want, whatever, but you have the source on the previous page slide where you can see where I took this from because it's not mine, okay? But it corresponds to the reality. Then we need to know why. Why do people operate in the market? Why? What is the reason? People operate for different motives, for different reasons, okay? They can operate for financial freedom, which can mean anything for anyone. Financial freedom, for me, maybe it is to buy a mansion in the Palm Jumeirah and drive a Lamborghini or McLaren. Maybe for you, it is to move to Bali and live in the nature, bungee jumping and whatever. Maybe for someone else is to live their 9 to 5 and take care of their kids and have more time for their families. It's different for everybody, so you need to know why. What is your why? Why do you want to start trading? Okay? You want to increase your investments. You want to retire your mother, your father. You want to give a better life for your children, for your brothers and sisters. Okay? What do you want? You want to make more money for your wedding. What do you want? You may want to trade just because you really, 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 really want to have a nice honeymoon in China somewhere that is very expensive and you think that you're not going to be able to afford with your salary, and maybe you want to start, but your why is very important. Maybe because you want to have more time to go to the gym. It may sound silly, but it is a valid why if it's your why. Okay? So you need to know those. Now, how? How do we do this? What? How do we do this? Okay, number one is study, because knowledge is the biggest thing that is missing here, because you just don't know how. You just don't know what you don't know. And that's why you adhered to this course. And thank you very much. Congratulations to yourself. You should write yourself a letter of congratulation, and you put 1 year from now or 2 years from now, and you open when that date hits. Then, two, you should download the broker app on the link below. Why am I telling you that specific broker is the best one? Because it's the one that I use. Maybe you want to use another one. You can. No one here will forbid you, and this will not be different if you operate with other brokers other than the one that is on the link below. Okay? If you think that I earn commissions for giving you that link. Yes, I do earn commissions for giving you that link. And if you are here, you better know that I'm not here to tell you lies. So that's the reality of it. Okay. If you don't want to use, then go and use another one, or you don't need to use my link. Go and click on any other link that you want, or go directly to App Store and put the name there. It's the same effect, it's the same thing. But if you click on my link, I earn, and you too. Then create a demo account. Create a demo account there. Why there? Because you can create a demo account directly on MetaTrader 5, but your demo account on MetaTrader 5 will by default be of $10,000. Will you invest $10,000 at once? Yeah. So if no, of course, create a demo account and put the amount that you're going to invest. If you're going to invest $10, put the $10 in your demo account. If you're going to invest $100, put the $100 in the demo account. If you're going to invest $500, put the $500 in the demo account, and let's see how the knowledge is applied to that fake money so that you don't suffer with your real money. Okay? The same amount that you are willing to invest in your real account should be the amount that you invest in your demo account. Okay? Then you already know, download MetaTrader 5, go to App Store, Play Store, whatever. Then watch the next video and watch the other videos after that. I could not leave this video without the golden rule, which is control your emotions. Control your emotions. Okay? You must control your emotions because that's the only thing that is going to hinder you from growth. You will understand what I'm saying. But you must be someone that controls themselves. Okay? It's very important. Okay, so I see you on the next video.